Quite a bit of the ball and looking for that elusive run. Musa Kamara crosses without looking at the header, dives in. What a goal! Well, would you look at that? Sierra Leone 1-0 up. Idea. Seeing quite a bit of the ball and looking for that elusive run. Musa Kamara crosses without looking at the header, dives in. What a goal! Well, would you look at that? Sierra Leone 1-0 up. Idea. Seeing quite a bit of the ball and looking for that.
That's Super Eagles of Nigeria there. We were able to win that game 2-1. It was a very scary moment as Sierra Leone team actually came. They nearly saw well against Nigeria at MK Abiola Stadium. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Well, a good one. At least we were able to win 2-1 and we got 3 points. Joining me to talk sport is Olawale Peters. Even though it was a painful one, the fact that a lot of Nigeria expected us to win convincingly, we managed to win 2-1.
Good morning, Adeniyi, and a convincing one. What's convincing about the display yesterday?
Well, at least we got 3 points.
We labored to win that match. Okay. That's the truth.
Okay, we labor, but we got 3 points.
But that's not the situation we should find ourselves.
Yeah, I understand.
And if you watch the goal, that was the same way we considered the goal against the Ghanaian teams when they came to Abuja Air from the flank and across. And we have 3 defenders. So that shows that we are still not getting it right when it comes to defending our post. The last 4 matches that we've played, we've never had a clean sheet. We must concede. So that is the first task that we need to look into. Winning it's not a problem, but how did we win? That's the truth. With the disastrous performance from the Super Eagles, the last time they played at that pitch, we expected them to win. In fact, to beat them the same, to beat them like 4, 5 unreplied goals. That's the truth. So what I saw yesterday, there's no difference between what we saw yesterday and what happened our last match against Ghana. The same lackadaisical attitude.
Okay, taking you from there, now let's just set the ball rolling. Well, Pizarro wins his 4th competitive match for Nigeria. As we talk about the Eagles' performance just yesterday, that's the first story we'll be looking at. 2023 AFCON qualifiers. Pizarro wins 4th competitive match game for Nigeria. Well, it was a tough one because Lone Stars actually gave us a scare. They scored first. In fact, we were lucky. It could have been 2-2 or 3-2 or 3-3 thereabout. It was a very tough match for Eagles. They can't just dispel that particular statement I made. It was a shocking one because a lot of people were expected to have turned things around, but it was as if Eagles were playing as if they are Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone were playing as if they are Nigeria. Seriously, kind of.
That shows that we are still not getting it right. When I saw the name of the players, when they released the name of the players, it's the same squad. The lineup, the same squad that played the last time that we complained about. They're the same people we are bringing to come and play. So that shows that we are not even making them realize that we can do without them. So that is a mistake I think we made to start with. I've expected that team. Look at the match between Ethiopia and Egypt. They won Egypt 2-0. And most of the players are home-based players from their local team. So what stopped us also from doing the same thing? Like I said, and I will repeat again, we have nothing to lose if we do not qualify for the Nations Cup. But we have a team. So is it the same team that he wants to take to Côte d'Ivoire in 2023? And we'll be expecting...
It's still testing them.
We'll be expecting... You said what?
It's still testing the team.
So it's still testing the microphone. We've been calling them team in transition for how long? Most of the players, not even most, all of them are professional players. I agree with one thing, the pitch that yesterday. Totally.
Even before, in fact, I was trying to like, okay, let me begin to pick them one by one. Let's start from the pitch. The pitch first, a lot of issues there, here and there. First of all, I won't want to blame anyone, but to some extent, it was a mistake for LMC to have approved that pitch to be used by Kano Pillars because really it's a national edifice. Well, it shouldn't be for club side football because we know that we'll be hosting a match or some matches soon. And now the effect of those games played there is what we saw just yesterday. But that aside, even though the pitch contributed or whatever it is, most of them play in Nigeria. Some of them played here in fact, more, if I want to use the word, worst pitch, football pitch. Osimhen that played in Lagos, in all the pitch, although it's been a while now that he has done that, but at least, no matter how it is, you still have the Nigerian in you. Let's not use that as a yardstick to say, okay, because of the pitch or no, that's why he didn't perform well. What if they have taken that game to Uyo or Benin? Eagles will have done the same. It's high time. You just have to change their mentality. Somebody said it has to do with the mentality of these players.
Okay, I think we should apportion blame appropriately and accordingly. When you are growing up, probably Gary was your best food as at that time, and groundnut. But now, if they give you Gary and groundnut, you will not like it again. Probably you are used to jollof rice. But what? What did you say now? Pounded yam. So that's the same thing that happens with those players. Yes, they grew up from this country. They've played on the worst pitches before, but that is not what they are used to right now. So let's give that to them, and we shouldn't give them that excuse that is because of the pitch. So we should blame the NFF for submitting Abuja Stadium, knowing fully that kind of players they are using currently. What about Uyo
or Benin?
Where they played the Champions League Confederation final. Why didn't we take it to them? So that means we are not giving them any room to complain about anything. Sincerely, we've given them the room to complain about the pitch yesterday. That pitch is an eyesore. It's very hard to believe.
That was the same pitch that we play against Ghana.
That was handed over by Aliko Dangote after the renovating a pitch initiative in December. It's the same pitch we saw yesterday.
Just 5 months.
Just 5 months. That means we lack maintenance culture. Also, maybe you have to call back the contractor, Aero Nigeria Limited, that were contracted to do that, because the synthetic on that pitch is the same thing that they are using at Qatar, where they want to play the World Cup.
So what happened?
So what now happened? So that's the question we should be asking ourselves.
Is it that it's of low quality?
The answer is glaring. If we are using the same synthetic turf, the pitch that will be used during the World Cup in Qatar, and housed within 5 months, is the way it is now. So that is looking very...
Remember that stadium that we saw when Shooting Star played at
Adama Simba?
Yes. That stadium.
I think Adama Simba is even better than what we saw yesterday. Sincerely. So I think we have to give it to the boys on that. However, we still have a lot to do. We have to be clinical in front of goals. We had 17 goal attempts, and we only managed to score 2. We don't need to be doing that. We need to really look at, okay, we had 15 goal attempts and we were able to score 4, 5, or 6. So we need to really look into that one. I'm not really impressed with the performance I saw yesterday, but there's room for improvement. Without the new coach, the boys will have still won the match. So I've not seen its effects
at all.
At all for now. Maybe when we play our next match on Monday, we'll
see, maybe we'll be having its effect on that.
No effect for now.
Still talking about that particular match, well, Super Eagles, they managed to win 2-1. They managed to win 2-1 against Leone Stars of Sierra Leone. Now, we've been looking at what are the reasons why we actually struggled against Sierra Leone that game. It was a very tough one, even though we won, but not convincingly. We managed because they actually came at us and they nearly actually were defeated or draw against Nigeria. Now, still talking about that particular match, let's look at the goalkeeping department. Francis Uzoho against Ghana, we saw that howler, and that was yesterday. The same thing happened. In fact, more than twice, aside the goal that was scored against him, more than twice, he was found wanting. Someone asked a question that, okay, it's as if right now we don't have a goalkeeper. But I said, okay, we have 2 goalkeepers that were actually called, not Akpeyi, not the young man from Netherlands, but we have a goalkeeper from Nigerian League, Adebayo. We have Adeyinka from Israel. Let's try these guys and see if they will be better. Let's forget about seniority now.
I think the NFF team, they really need to take a gamble at a risk. That's the truth. Let's take Arsenal, for example. Ramsey, when he came in as a goalkeeper, it wasn't the first choice. It wasn't the second choice. He came from a relegated team, and they started using him. And he showed that he deserved that position, and they gave it to him. And you look at what he did. We need to do the same thing here. It's not about seniority. That is all you are number one. No, there shouldn't be a permanent jersey for
Any
anybody.
player.
You come to the camp, you train. The decision should be based on merits. Like Adeyinka from Aqua United and Katina United. Let's try him. Let's see what he can do. If he can perform, then we'll start using him. Sincerely, goalkeeping and our defense, we have a lot of work to do. The goal yesterday, I won't blame him for it because we have about 3 defenders.
From Ekong was beaten, and then Calvin Bassey was just beside the Jonathan Morsey that actually headed the goal.
And you have the opportunity.
Just take a look at this.
You have the opportunity. Look at this now. As if you are, look, 1, 2, 3, and you allow that to come from behind. You have what it takes as a professional player.
Ajayi, through second was beaten there. Ajayi was close. Then Calvin Bassey was finally beaten by Jonathan Morsey.
Calvin Bassey has what it takes to disturb the player from diving, to score the ball. He has what it takes. He's a professional player. Sincerely, he made an European team recently. So that shows their commitment and their dedication when they are playing for their country. If he's playing for Rangers, I'm very sure he won't do what he did.
He won't.
He will find a way to disturb the ball or the player.
Even Ajayi will not lag behind.
He won't allow that also. That's what I'm saying, that this set of players, they came to Nigeria. They caused us pains that we are still licking our wounds up to now. And we are calling them back again. It's like someone failed an exam, and we are still calling this person that, okay, don't worry, the exam you fail, I know. We are not saying we should just discard them also, but let them know that there is competition. Let them know they have people that can do better than what they are doing.
Makes the team competitive.
We are not making it competitive. So that is why they played the way they played yesterday. Invite them, let them be on the bench.
And see these
what the home-based players will do. Let's have about 4 or 5 home-based players that are hungry for success. Let them come in and do something fantastic. We can't continue like this, and we'll manage, struggle to qualify for the Nations Cup. That one, I'm sure we will. When we now get to the Nations Cup, we'll now be thinking that a miracle will fall from somewhere or come from somewhere. We'll be lucky to now win it. With the way we are doing now, our preparation, it's nothing. The set of players that we have now, that we are calling our first 11, sincerely, they shouldn't be even among the first 20 if we are serious with the game of football in this country. A lot needs to be done. We can do better than what we are doing now because we have better players than the one that we are parading right now.
We have better players than the one we are parading right now. Eagles just have to up their game. Like a logical attitude, well, on seriousness, seems to be the order of the day. We just have to get it right. Because right now, we still don't understand what's the problem is. The way we play against Ghana, and we struggled, managed, and eventually we couldn't make it to the Mundial. The same thing is happening right now. We have to manage to just get 2-1 against Leone Stars of Sierra Leone. In fact, from the way it is, by the time we go to at least play the second leg against Leone Stars, they will have so much confidence against Nigeria, and that will be an eye-opener for other teams. Guinea-Bissau, they are still there. Yes, Sao Tome and Principe, you might want to say, okay, but there are no minnows anymore in the world of football. Well, Eagles just have to up their game. If you look at the midfield of that squad yesterday, there was no central midfielder holding the ball. We actually missed Ndidi there. We missed Ndidi. We missed that particular style of Nigerian football that you know that, yes, someone can actually lay those passes. Osimhen was just gangling around because there was no finesse. You can't see that ball coming to him that, okay, I want to score. All the 2 goals we scored came from where? We have to play through flanks. And then Moses Simon had to support for us to get those goals, not the direct set pieces goal.
Okay, and I recall after our game against Ghana, Victor Ikpeba advised Osimhen, which he didn't take lightly.
I remember that issue.
You remember that issue? And the same thing played itself yesterday also. That is the truth. You have to really calm, learn, and listen. Yes, Osimhen is a very rugged, strong player, but you need to apply wisdom when you are doing things. He missed a lot of chances. He needs to be more matured. Sincerely, he needs to be more matured. Then for the coach also, we still have to go back to our tradition, our culture as Nigerians. What do I mean by that? We need to learn how to make use of our wings, because that is what we are good at. The 2 goals we scored yesterday came from the wings. Also, the one we conceded came from. So that shows that we have a lot to do when it comes to diagonal playing. We really need to learn that. And the people we have right now, can they do it for us? I remember those days when we have Victor Ekpeba, Finidi George,
Tijani
Babangida, Pius Ikedia, Benedict Iroa, this is Austin Igavon. We know what those people can do.
Oh my goodness.
But we have them again, but we are looking the other way around. That's the truth.
Home base, foreign base.
Home base, foreign place. Even foreign base, you can go to those people that they are not, they are still hungry for success.
Yes.
They want to be known. They want to be reckoned with. They want to wear the jersey, green, white, green, represent their fatherland because they want to. Not those people that feel entitled.
They will call us after
don't worry,
all,
don't worry, they will call us now. We are the big boys. No big boys anywhere. No big boys. Country first. They are first in Nigeria before becoming whoever they are. Look at Messi. Look at what he did recently.
Look at Ronaldo.
Look at Ronaldo. Look at what he did. So we really need to get it right. Our squad currently right now, I don't think they will take us to the promised land. Because what is our target now? To me, we should have two targets. The first is to have a team, to build a team. We don't have that. Then number two is to go to the Nations Cup with the intention to win the Nations Cup. That is those are the two things that we need as a country right now, to build a team and to win the Nations Cup. But with the crop of players that we have and with their semi-coach, I think we are far from it.
Is it their coach now, our coach?
Is their coach? It's not my coach.
Okay, we've been talking, and we just have to accept the fact that really Eagles need to up their game if everything needs to go well. We look at Ronaldo, Cristiano, and also Leone Messi. Always trying to make sure, despite all they have achieved so far in football, at the peak of their career, they are still ready to do so much for their country. Well, Super Eagles, they just have to do better than this. It was a match that a lot of Nigerians were expecting that, okay, you want to warm yourself to our heart, you want us to love you again, why don't you perform well? Even someone was actually predicting 3-0, 4-0 against Leone Stars, but we managed to win 2-1, and it was a very, very, very tough one. For that. In fact, that game, if you watch the game, you really see that we did not really play better than Sierra Leone.
Yeah, we didn't. We're just lucky. That's just the truth. We're just lucky. The Sierra Leoneans, and if not because we were lucky, their second attempt,
that would work. It would have been 2-2.
No, it would have been 2-0.
Yes, 2-0 before we scored
the first goal, 10 minutes, 2 minutes later.
They nearly scored
that goal. If that entered, probably I would have been happy.
And
so I would have
Uzoho was beaten there. It was just standing.
He was standing. It has nothing to do, no movement. The reflexes, I don't know how he is, but his reflexes, I think, is more than the age that he's claiming.
Oh, he's a young man. Let's not go there.
Okay, I agree with you.
But really, but look at the way Sierra Leone, when they said it, I was like, okay, you guys are just talking tough, normal mind games and all that. Okay, they will come and shock Nigeria again, the way they did in Benin City after they were trailing us by 4 goals, and we blew it. It became 4-4. And it nearly happened yesterday. If that goal had entered, it would have been 2-0, and that would demoralize Eagles.
Definitely.
And give much, much more confidence to the Leone Stars. But right now, second leg, although we will be playing against, we'll be playing on Monday, that game also, a lot of Nigerians want to see changes. This is an opportunity for Pizarro to now see that, okay, I've seen this team, let me make some changes. In fact, by the time he was doing that substitution yesterday, Kenneth Omero, Ademola Lookman, Terem Murphy, because Osimhen was already injured, he was limping and all that. But really, despite all the changes or whatever solution he made, there was nothing changes in that game.
Yeah, nothing will change because he's still parading the same crop of players with the same mentality, the same attitude. So that's the issue. He needs to have his own team, not the team he met on ground. The team we saw yesterday, it's not Pizarro's team. That's the truth. And now he has played 3 games for the country. He lost 2, he won 1. The 4th one, I think there's no excuse. That will show if you are getting it right by appointing him or not.
But it's late now because, one, you submit your list to CAF. The game he will be playing on Monday, like you said, that he needs to get his own team. Is it going to be after the qualifiers that he get his own team? Because as it is right now, this same set of players, maybe 2 or 3 will just be put in to garnish the entire squad, will actually prosecute the entire qualifiers.
Okay, to start with, we submitted 3 goalkeepers. So what's stopping from changing the goalkeeper? Use another goalkeeper.
Next match. They at least the other ones on bench.
The other one on bench, use them. What about the defenders also? We have people that have not played at all. Why need to make use of them? What about the midfielders? Why need to mix them, blend them? From the first 11 that played yesterday,
remove like four,
5 or 6 of them because you have nothing to lose. That's the truth. Take that risk. You need to see that boldness that you are truly in charge. Nobody is dictating to you the players to play it. Or probably the NFF or the players are feeling they are too big not to be what? Not to be benched. No, that's what I mean by saying he should do what? He should have his own team. You have 22 or 23 players to choose from. It's not more that you stick to the first 11. No, you can make that changes and bring in your own technicality. One of the reasons why he was employed is to bring his own technicality. Bring your own technicality into the team by making 5-6 changes. So that's what we need. Let's see if that will happen on Monday.
Hopefully, let's see if that will be happening on Monday because right now, Eagles just have to up their game. We've been talking concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria winning that game 2-1 in a very scary moment that Leone Stars nearly gets at horse. Well, now let's leave Eagles alone and quickly let's look at the results of some other matches that was played just yesterday across Africa. Talking about the 2023 AFCON, where Burundi lost against Cameroon by a lone goal. Sudan 1, Mali 3. Guinea defeated Malawi by 1-0. Ethiopia 2, Egypt 0. Shocking result there. Lesotho also played goalless against Cote d'Ivoire. You have Guinea-Bissau 5, Sao Tome and Principe 1, Morocco 2, South Africa 1. Well, good one for Guinea-Bissau right now. At least they are topping our group on goal difference.
They are topping the group with +4, while we have +1. That shows that go for and go against will matter at the end of the day. And yesterday, if you watch briefly the match between Morocco and South Africa, you ask yourself, are they playing this qualifier in Nigeria or not? You need to see the pitch. You need to see the atmosphere. Very, very, very interesting. And I ask myself, Giant of Africa, what are we doing? What are we showing? So it means a lot. Then also, if you look at the match between Lesotho and Cote d'Ivoire, so that shows that you can't underrate anything in Africa.
For Lesotho to actually held Cote d'Ivoire.
New. So that shows that we should be prepared and do better than what we are doing right now. Sincerely, if not, I don't want the name of Super Eagles to go into extinction when we are talking about football history in Africa that we used to get it before.
Well, we just have to go now. Our time is up. Well, we hope that Super Eagles will do well on Monday as they play over there in Morocco. Well, good to have you on the show.
It's my pleasure being here.
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.